7. Finn, our dinner should be here shortly. Lily gives me a tentative smile from her place at the table, her face glowing, clean, pink, and freshly scrubbed. Beautiful. I walk over toward her and pull out the chair next to her. Lily stiffens for a moment as I shuffle my chair closer, sitting and facing her side so my knees touch her bare thigh. She crosses her arms over her chest and leans away from me. I can sense that she's frightened, but not necessarily of me. It's not surprising. Anyone in her situation would be jumpy and anxious. Tonight, I'm going to make Lily forget about everything that has happened to her since her kidnapping. Until I am able to get her out of this fucking place, all my princess will be able to concentrate on is me and the pleasure I can and will give her. It may take more patience than I have, but I am determined to make this a night neither of us will ever want to forget. My first step is to assess exactly how much experience or lack thereof Lily actually has. Creating my game plan for the rest of the evening depends on first acquiring the correct data. Have you ever sucked a man's cock? I ask, mimicking her pose and leaning back in my chair, giving her some semblance of space. Once, she answers quietly, biting her lip and staring down at her lap, playing with the tail of my shirt. Looking up at me, she continues. I gagged so much I vomited all over him. Lily gives me a small devilish grin that doesn't quite meet her muted, moss-colored green eyes. He didn't like that. I find myself chuckling at her response. I bet he didn't. This gets me another weak smile, and I watch as she again bites her lip nervously. Reaching out, I gently thumb her lip out from between her teeth and tell her truthfully, I want my woman to enjoy sucking my cock. Leaning forward, I whisper, I want it to make her wet and aching for me to fuck her. Lily shivers at my words, and I watch as her nipples harden beneath my shirt. I know it's not from fear. Pulling away, I lean back and promise, but you don't have to learn how to do that. Not tonight. I'm not going to pretend or lie to her about the fact that I want those perfect lips wrapped around my cock. Tonight, there needs to be transparency, honesty between us. As much honesty as I am willing or able to give to her until we leave. Lily may not realize it, but I plan on us spending a lot more time together than just tonight. There will be plenty of time for my princess to perfect that particular skill. How to please me. Tonight, though, isn't about me. All about her pleasure. About helping her forget. We are both trapped here together, and although I'd much rather have her for the first time in my own bed, sometimes you just have to work with what you have. The next step in making this night memorable and pleasurable is getting Lily used to my touch. Getting her to relax and enjoy the pleasure I can give her is key. Wordlessly, I lean forward, placing my hand lightly on Lily's knee. I watch as her heart rate increases and then slowly evens out. Gradually, I inch my hand up her thigh toward her cunt. Sir? Lily's voice shakes with nerves and her breathing increases. She looks up at me, grabbing my wrist with her hands, attempting to stop my progression. Pausing for a moment, I caress the inside of her thigh with my fingertips. Goose flesh appears. Lily shivers involuntarily, and her panicked breathing turns into pleasure-filled panting. Although she still holds onto my wrist, her grip loosens, and she doesn't try to stop my journey. The closer I get to her mound, I can feel the heat radiating out from between her firm thighs. I can't stop my imagination from conjuring images of the toned muscles grasping me tightly as I pound into her. Fuck. My cock begins to take an interest. Sucking air through my nose, I take a deep breath and relax. This is about Lily's pleasure, not mine, for now. She gasps in surprise as I gently pet her bare flesh, slowly running my fingertips along her labia. Lily's face flushes, her green eyes darken, and her hands tighten their hold as her nails dig into my skin. Thoughts of her nails clawing my back have my cock stiffening and pressing against my fly. Taking a deep breath, I shove those thoughts aside and focus on the task in front of me. Getting Lily used to my touch. Anyone ever tasted your cunt? I ask as I slowly spread her lips open and lightly touch her clit. She shivers, and I hear a strangled moan. No, she answers breathlessly, as I slide my finger down further and rim her wet opening with a fingertip before continuing to stroke her. Leaning forward, I wrap my free arm around the back of her chair and rest it lightly on her shoulder. I press a light kiss on her long, slender neck and ask, How did your cum taste earlier? Lily shakes her head, She's unable or unwilling to answer. With every stroke of my finger, her cunt gets wetter and wetter. I dip my digit slowly into her tight warmth and feel the pressure of her nails digging into my forearm increase. My hand on her shoulder moves down to cup her perfectly proportioned breast. Lily's heartbeat quickens. I brush my thumb against her swollen nipple and her cunt twitches around my fingers. I bet you taste sweet and spicy, I tell her, continuing to slowly fuck her with my finger as I tease her clit with my thumb. Taking my time. Lily makes no effort to stop my ministrations. I feel a shiver of pleasure run through her as her body responds instinctively to my touch. The scent of her arousal fills my senses, becoming stronger with every inward thrust, fogging my mind with need. Pulling my finger out, I push two back in as I stretch her open further. First, she groans and clutches my arm tighter. I tease her clit with my thumb, and she rewards me with a low moan of pleasure. I pinch her aroused nipple through the starched dress shirt she's wearing, before moving my hand up her breast and onto her shoulder again. Then I begin to slowly massage the back of her neck. Lily's body soon loosens, relaxing under my touch. I halt my inward thrust when I reach her barrier, debating whether it would be less painful if I broke through it now or waited. Giving her any pain at this stage could ruin what little trust she has in me, so I pull back and continue to tease her with shallow strokes. Her breathing has increased along with the tempo of my touch. I lean forward, shifting in my seat as I attempt to alleviate my painfully aroused cock, which hardens more with every uncontrollable moan Lily attempts to suppress. "Sir," she cries out, fisting the front of my t-shirt as her hips instinctively move against my hand. Lily's eyes flare in surprise, and she struggles to fight the pleasure that is overtaking her. Pleasure I'm forcing on her. "Come for me, princess," I command softly into her ear, nipping and sucking on the lobe. "Enjoy what I can give you." Lily finally lets herself find release on my fingers, squeezing them tightly as she soaks them with her juices. I watch her face flush with pleasure as she soundlessly comes undone. My cock twitches angrily, but I ignore my own needs. I don't stop moving within her or stroking her clit until the final tremors of her pleasure are released. She drops her forehead onto my shoulder and becomes weightless against my chest. I take this as a sign that she is slowly coming to trust me and the pleasure I can give her. With my free hand, I twist her hair and direct her mouth to mine. I need to taste her. Slowly, I tease her lips with my own, stroking them with my tongue. Soon Lily is leaning into the kiss and responding on her own. "Fuck." Having forgotten my fingers were still inside her snug cunt, she gasped, breaking the kiss when I begin slowly sliding them again through her wetness, reawakening the needful feeling within her. She groans as I pull out my fingers and taste the salty sweetness for myself. Lily's eyes are glassy with desire as she watches me suck my digits dry, tasting her juices for the first time. "Fuck. I was right, princess. You've got the sweetest cunt I've ever tasted." Lily's eyes flare with passion at my words, changing into sparkling emerald. "I look forward to spreading you out and feasting on you later." Still clutching my shirt, she squirms in her chair. I know she's aching for me to finger her again, but I won't. The next time I bring her to climax, I want her to be begging me. Releasing my hold on her hair, I run my hand along her back, feeling her muscles relax under my touch. Unconsciously, she leans into my chest. Her breathing is still slightly labored, and her nipples are hard points against my shirt. My free hand, I cup one breast, feeling the soft, warm weight in my palm. Perfect. Suddenly, there is a knock on the door, signaling that our dinner has arrived. Watching Lily jump at the sound has me burning with anger. Whoever instigated her kidnapping and knowingly put her through this hell will fucking pay. I stand up, but before walking toward the door, I tuck a strand of her silky, smooth, hazelnut-colored hair behind her ear, stroking her cheek gently. Lily visibly relaxes against my touch. Progress. Pulling open the door, I grab the cart from the waiter and, not wanting to let him inside, pull it into the room. There is no way I'm letting anyone from the house near my princess again, let alone see her dressed in only my shirt. "I hope you're hungry." I wheel the cart of covered dishes toward the table, starving. Lily jumps up and eagerly comes over to inspect what I've ordered. glimpse the first real smile on her face as I pull the metal dome covers off the dishes and reveal the hamburgers and mountains of golden French fries. I'm not a huge fan of the cuisine here. Meat and potatoes, girl, are you? I grin at her. Seems like we have something in common.
Thank you for listening to the video. Please have your support by giving a thumb up, shares, and hit the button to subscribe our channel. Thank you so much and see you in the next video. Bye.